So Asian American youth are making their voices heard and are being recognized for it. Those young people are all part of the Coalition for Asian Children and Families, and I have the honor of being one of the MCs for their gala tomorrow night. And here to tell us more about the organization is Executive Director Vanessa Leung, and she is joined by two of the young people who are part of the organization, Clarissa Kunizaki and Jonas Wu. So good morning to all of you. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
But first of all, talk about the organization because it's the only one of its kind, isn't it?
Yes. So the Coalition for Asian American Children and Families, CACF, we were founded 40 years ago by New York City providers here that were concerned that the government wasn't prepared to understand or meet the needs of the growing AAPI community. So to this day, we are still advocating, we're still a coalition, and we're uniting the diverse AAPI community to make sure that struggling Asian American New Yorkers have what they need to not just survive, but really thrive in this city.
So how many people do you actually serve, and what exactly are the services that you provide?
So we have 92 community-based organizations in our coalition. They are direct service. They serve across the diversity of our South Asian, Southeast Asian, East Asian, and Pacific Islander community in terms of the range of services from early childhood to older adult services. And we unite them to advocate. But we also bring in our young people and parents and train over 500 a year to ensure they can be, they can lead with empathy, they can collaborate on solutions, and really make sure that they know their stories matter.
Yeah, and Clarissa, you are part of the Student Advocacy Project.
I am.
Tell us a little bit about what you do exactly.
Yes, so what I do in the Asian Student Advocacy Project is advocate for our needs, specifically through the lens of policy. And so I'm on our communication team, and most of my job is focusing on communicating the kind of work that our youth are doing in terms of, speaking at city council, other sort of educational resources, and communicating that with the public.
Yeah, I think you're letting a lot of folks know, a lot of young people know that your voice does matter, right? Yeah, and Jonas, you're part of the Student Advocacy Project also, but you're part of the Language Access team.
Yeah.
So what exactly do you do?
So I think, language access to me is a very special topic. Basically, we serve to advocate for English language learner students. There's quite a lot of them in New York City, as we have a lot of immigrant communities here. It's a very diverse city, and along with that comes a large amount of English language learners. And this is a group of people that have kind of been in New York's shadow, per se.
Yeah.
And our team just serves to advocate for their issues and their needs, because currently a lot of them are not really being met. And yeah.
Yeah, well, it's important, again, to get the young people's voices heard.
Yes.
Now, you crisscrossed the state.
Yeah.
Did you not, trying to find out what it is that the Asian American communities need? What are some of the most dire needs for folks?
Yeah, so, as our AAPI community has grown throughout the state, it's been really an honor for me to hear from other AAPI community leaders. And so it's, the struggles are similar. What we're seeing, communities are struggling with language access. They're struggling with the lack of services that are really culturally responsive to their needs. And they're really struggling with, the cuts to public benefits and safety net services. And I think part of that is what we hope to do is create a shared statewide AAPI policy agenda that really comes together with solutions that can help ensure that our state government is prepared to meet the growing needs of our community across the state. And next year is a big gubernatorial election year. And so it's important for us to make sure that the candidates understand the diversity of our community, the needs of our community, and hold them accountable to kind of working with us to have solutions that are actually going to address those issues.
So how can folks get involved then with your organization if they want to be part of it?
Yeah, I mean, we are always looking for young people. They can attend our conference, our youth-led conference in the summer. They can also, as parents, be involved in some of those trainings. But we're always looking for supporters and donors to come through and support our work, and they can visit us on our website.
Yeah. And for the two of you, what has been the most rewarding part about being a part of this organization?
I think for me, being in a space where API identities and specifically youth are valued and heard, I think ASAP is very unique in the sense that we've been given a lot of resources and opportunities to you know, have our voices at the center of policy making, which is not something common you see. And so for me, especially as somebody who comes from a mixed background and never really seeing API history or culture within my school setting, I think having ASAP as a space where a lot of our differences and similarities aren't seen as something to be ashamed of, but rather something that we can use to better our community, and not just our community, but other marginalized communities across contexts. It's been very empowering to grow within this organization and truly become like a lifelong learner and advocate.
Jonah, anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, I would say what makes ASAP unique and what I've taken from it is that we don't like to use the word empower for like our peers. Instead, we like to say that all young people already have the power. We just need to be taught sort of how to use it and how to bring it out. And I think ASAP really does a good job of teaching us how to use it at every level in the city and in the world with each other in order to advocate for ourselves and others.
Wow. Well, listening to the two of you speak, I feel like I think you'll agree that our future is in good hands. Thanks so much for being here this morning. Looking forward to seeing all of you at the gala tomorrow. And tickets are still available for tomorrow night's Catalyst for Change Awards Gala in Tribeca. So check out the website, cacf.org.